Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
So let's get into the great of week 4. Let's get into the great of week 5. Okay. I can't believe we're already into week 5, by the way.
Right.
Um,
Crazy.
what's your great?
I got Stephon Diggs slash the New England Patriots. Get a win against the undefeated Bills. The defense played really good, prime time, and Stephon Diggs had 10 catches for 146 yards, and he played really well. And I just love when a player says it's personal. I know not everybody does, but I love it because we all know players think like that because they're people, and we would think that way too. Most of us would. And yeah, you want them to be above it now, but it's like, you know what? I love that you took it out on them. I love you had a great game with them, and at the end of the game, you said personal. I love that kind of attitude. It's fantastic. It helps fuel the rivalry that the Pats and the Bills already have. Drake May looked pretty decent, but I feel like it was more like Stephon Diggs had a great game, and the defense looked way really good for the Patriots against the Bills, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. I like that he came out with that sort of attitude, and he said that's the way I feel, right? And he had over 100 yards receiving, his best game of the year, obviously, against his former team. Now, to be fair to the Bills, it wasn't like he had over 1,000 yards the last season he played with the Bills, but it wasn't like he was like worth what he was getting paid at that point. And there was a lot of drama with him, which is what is his like reputation. He just his what's it called? His
MO?
thinking. Yeah, it's just he wears on teams, right? Like that's his reputation. He wears on teams. So to be fair to the Bills, it's not like we can't understand maybe why they wanted to move on from him. However, this was a great game for him. And Drake May too, like he made some really difficult throws. One time he was almost, sacked and he got the ball off and completed it for like a first down. So like he had some really good plays throughout that game that, if you're a Patriots fan, you got to be pretty happy with the way he's looking, especially not that the Bills defense is great, but he played really good for in this game. Big moment for him.
Well, he's a young quarterback. You always like when they play well because it gives you that glimmer of hope that you're not having to hit the reset button again soon.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Anything else on that game?
No.
Okay, yeah. Let's go to my great. I picked the Bucs over the Seahawks. I just think this game overall was just a fun game. Defense, both them decided to stay home for some reason. But let's just some of the stats. Baker only had 4 incompletions. He was 29 of 33, 2 touchdowns with 379 yards, a QBR of 90.7. Mbuka, 7 receptions, 163 yards, touchdown. The craziest throw, like it was just pinpoint. I think it was the throw to tie the game. It just like right on the dot up the seam route in the middle of the field. Great pass by Baker. Amazing. I also have to say, Johnson, that Taz Johnson guy, he's fun. The receiving core is pretty deep if they're healthy, but with all the injuries that the Bucs had going into Seattle, everyone thought kind of Seattle was going to win. I thought Seattle was going to win with Irving out, Evans out. They're just riddled with injuries, and yet they found a way to win the game. And let's give a shout out to Levante David, who at 35 years old made the game clinchy. Like it was the game. It turned the tide in the sense of that's how they won the game. Is that interception? Just amazing interception by him diving for that ball. So I want just great game overall from the Bucs winning 38-35.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, and I'll cut Seattle a little bit of slack here. They're missing, it seemed like a quarter of their secondary also. So they were missing some key players in their secondary. So was Tampa. So it's not by all means one-sided on the injury front. but in the end, when you're missing your starting running back and Bucky Irving, your number one wide receiver, even though Mbuka's looking like a number one, Godwin still is trying to get back into playing shape. And this has been all through the first 5 weeks for Tampa. They've been injured. They've been playing with not their what they were expecting to go in the season with, and they're 4-1. And that game was really entertaining. Hats off to Sam Darnold too. He played really well. Like his passes were very pinpoint. Um, but you just can't give Baker the ball back with 1 minute left in the game. They're going to win. It's just how this works.
Well, I thought Seattle, by the way, was set up nicely, right? Like because okay, Baker goes and gets a touchdown. Now all you need is a field goal, right?
Yep.
And so they, to get 40 yards in today's NFL is not a whole lot. So get 40 yards, you're almost in field goal range, or you're basically in field goal range. And that's why I had to give a shout out to David because like that was a big interception for him to make in that moment. And it didn't seem like any of the defenses was going to stop any of the offenses at that point. So huge interception in that moment. So then they gave the ball back to the Bucs to kick the game-winning field goal. But go ahead, sorry.
Well, you're good, and but all means like I love. I mean, I love that Levante. David, 35 years old, probably one of the best linebackers for Tampa. Next to Derek Brooks with that. But I don't know if you've seen the play, but it was Todd Bowles didn't call a lot of blitzes, which is really weird. But he did that play, and Winfield Jr., who's an excellent blitzing safety, went ahead and hit Sam Darnold, who then threw the ball into Logan Hall's helmet. That made it bounce up, and Levante made the pick, which is, it's awesome. It was nice to see their defense make a play at the end when it counted. With as much injuries as they had, and with how potent like Seattle's offense has been, I was like, you got to be happy as a Bucs fan. It was a great win. They beat a good team. Not at full strength, but you know what? This is the NFL. Very rarely is every team at full strength, so you got to win. So it was a great game. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And just to add to what you said about Darnold and the Seahawks, a great game by them too. Darnold, 28 of 34, 341 yards, 4 touchdowns, and that 1 interception with a 95.8 QBR, and then JSN, 8 receptions, 132 yards, and 1 TD. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them as well. So I'm with you on that. Great game overall.
And I think if you're a wide receiver and needy team, I think your new draft strategy is just draft from Ohio State.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're going crazy. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.